applause for Amy Dresner.
Love you, Amy.
What the fuck? How tall are you? Help me! Don't, I want to break my new nails. Bruce!
Counterclockwise.
Bruce.
Counter. You're going the wrong way.
Help her, she's a girl.
There you go.
Dude.
Don't say that.
You're stronger than me.
Hardly, honey. Hey, sorry about that. I don't know how I can follow Ed Hardy wine. That was just totally disturbing. But, on so many levels. Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanks for coming down on Tuesday night. I have to vent. I went on my first casting today. I just got a commercial agent, and I'm a comic. I'm not a model, none of that shit, right? And I told this fucking asshole, I said to him, look, I don't want to do tobacco, right? You know, although I smoke occasionally, you know, people are like, you look up to people. Who looks up to me? You know what I mean? My sponsor's like, people look up to you. No one looks up to me. I said, I don't want to do tobacco, and I don't want to be in my bikini. Right? First fucking ad he sends me on is Marlboro wear your swimsuit at the beach. You know? Yeah, Marlboro on the beach. So I'm like, you know what? Like, I'm not okay with that. And he's like, he tells me the amount of money it is. I'm like, I'm going. Right? I'm a whore. I got it. You know what I mean? 10 times. I'll smoke out of my fucking pussy like they do in porn for that. You know what I mean? I'll do it. Let's do it. So I decide, you know what? I'm like, I don't even have shorts, you know? And I've got white Jew legs, you know, I've got big ankles. He's like, it's beach wear. He's like, cut off a pair of jeans. I was like, all right. So I cut off a pair of jeans. I wear flip-flops, and he's like, and wear like a, bikini, and like a, one of your rock and roll, like a see-through one over it. I was like, all right. I show up. It's like model actress central, right? Everyone's got like the perfect like little shorts on and the sparkly sandals, and they're all sort of bringing their hair over like this, right? And this one girl's like rubbing like dark oil on her legs right before, like on her stomach. And, like everyone's looking in the mirror, and I'm sitting with my sunglasses looking like, I don't know, like a beachcomber, you know what I mean? Like a beach bum, not beach wear. I'd sort of overshot the mark, you know? And so we get in there, I'm like, this is so horrendous. And none of those guys have any fucking personality, models, actors, you know what I mean? Just horrible people. And, this one fucking jackass in like, surf wear. I was like, dude, you look like you're really going to the beach. He's like, yeah, I'm a volleyball teacher. He's like, so right after here, he goes, I'm going to the beach because the beach is my office. Like, not too shabby. I was like, So I go into the thing, right? I go in, and I got like all these fucking headshots from my website where literally I'm like licking guns, and I got like, balloons that say fuck you, and I got dildos. I mean, I have no headshot, right? So I go in, and I said, so we gonna smoke? Let's smoke. I was like, I'm ready. So you gonna take some pictures of me smoking? He goes, smoking is disgusting and bad for you. I was like, I'm sorry, am I in the right place? Is this a Marlboro ad we're doing, right? So he takes a couple shots of me, and he said, can I get a side profile? And I was like, I'm a Jew. We don't really do profile that well. Can you just kind of get a 3/4 of me from this side? Do I really have to do a full Yeah. Come on, man.
Yeah.
So then he said, I want to talk to you while you're on camera. And I said, okay, that's fine. He said, so are you very active? You like the beach? You like the summer? Honestly, I'm on so much medication, I'm like a koala bear. I sleep like 22 hours a day, but I couldn't say that, right? I was like, yeah. I was like, you know what? I like the beach because you can lay down, and it's considered an activity. I'm not fucking lazy, right? You lay down, you can sleep. It's called sunbathing. I'm down with that. You know what I mean? Never again. I'm horrified. So, anyway, moving on. Thank you for letting me vent. I have been married 10 months. You would have thunk it. He actually has a long background working with the mentally ill, and owns rehab. So I sort of feel like I've covered both my bases there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel bad for this man because I really do sexually terrorize him. We're ready to talk about sex? Is it too early? Are we all down? Right? All right. Okay, one of the new things I do, I don't know, I think as you get older, being a married woman, I'm like very comfortable with my vagina now. I really like it. I'm okay with it now. Before I was like, ooh, pussy, I want to say that, ooh, Now I get out of the shower and I just get my husband's head and I try and suffocate him with my vagina, Fucking grab the sides of it and make like a tent over its face, He pretends he doesn't like it. I know he loves that shit. I know he loves vagina tents. Try it. I'm telling you, this girl's so horrified. And when you're sleeping with someone for the same, over and over, monogamy. I was a slut before I got married, so you gotta make this shit interesting. So I like to change up the hairdos. You like shave it all bald and do like that Barbie kind of Pamela Anderson thing. And then you can grow it all out to that sort of like crunchy granola, like 70s lesbian thing. And then my new favorite hairstyle is where you just shave it all down and you just leave the middle long and you can kind of wax it into a sort of, Fu Manchu Colonel Sanders. And I think that, he could really, it feels like he's fucking a lot of bitches. No, honey? Right? No? My husband likes to eat. And I really try and make his belly part of our lovemaking. I've accepted it. You know what I mean? I've accepted it. One of the new things I do is I take his big stomach and I squish it into a wedge. I kind of hump it like that. And also I just kind of knead it like a cat. I'm amused by it. He's just listening to this deadpan. I'm like, he's like, I'm in an abusive relationship. I'm like, shut up! He was in the kitchen making a sandwich, like he does a lot, and I have a very high pubic bone, so I wrapped him around, and I just started to kind of, rub up against his ass. And he said, wow, that feels like a small Japanese man fucking me. Happy would know what that feels like. I really didn't even ask. But I really decided to go with that and take it to a whole new level, And I was like, oh, harikoto! Oh, you look so good, kimono! Oh, you make a good sushi! So, I don't know about Facebook, it's really changed for me now that like my mother-in-law is on there, Right? A comic wrote on my wall the other day, he's like, my girlfriend wants to eat your pussy. I was like, I was like, wow, I didn't know that you played both sides of the fence, A, and B, do you know that my mother-in-law is on Facebook and you hold my financial fortune in your hands? So, I've been going to a lot of reunions thanks to Facebook, because now you're friends with everyone you've ever met in your fucking life, right? People from second grade are like, remember me from Mrs. Littlefield's class? I'm like, honey, I've done so many drugs, I don't remember last week. And how bored and lonely you have to be to talk about someone from second grade. Really? Like, what could we possibly have in common now? But I did. I went to a grammar school reunion. I did. I caved, because I got my shit together now. I'm not smoking meth, masturbating, talking to the cat anymore. I've got my shit together. And so you go, I don't know if you've been to a reunion lately, I'm old, and they make you wear name tags because no one recognizes anyone. Everyone's fat and ugly and bald, no one recognizes anyone. So she's like, you need to wear a sticker for your name. I was like, I'm not fucking at my Scorpions teacher. Like, I don't want her calls Junior, I'm not wearing a fucking name tag. And so I'm walking around, with a Diet Coke because I'm sober now, and I'm like, oh my God. And this girl comes up to me and she goes, hi. She goes, I'm Helen. What's your name? And I go, none of your fucking business. She goes, oh my God.